Good morning, my friends. Today is Wednesday, October 6th, and the smell of grapes is in the air, and I'm so happy that you're here today. Come on inside. Let's figure out what we have going on this week. That's right, friends. It's another amazing week here at Fredonia Elementary, and we have so many cool things in store for you. The first thing is happening this Thursday, and the fire trucks from our volunteers at the Fredonia Fire Department are going to be here. They're also going to have a little assembly in the Odd where they talk a little bit about Fire Prevention Week. This is so important for us to learn, but it's also important that we show those adults respect when they enter our building. Let's go to the Odd right now and take a look at where you should sit and how you should behave when you're listening to our speakers. So you'll enter the Odd through these steps. Make sure you're very careful because sometimes it's kind of dark in here. And then you'll proceed to fill the auditorium from the front all the way to the back. But take a very close look at some of these chairs. Look at it. You see that chair right there? It has a little piece of tape on it. This is where we need you to sit. Because when we're in the Odd, it's still important that we maintain proper social distancing. So when you fill it in the seats, make sure you're sitting in a seat that has a little piece of tape. Then when we're in here, our friends from the fire department will be giving us an awesome presentation where we learn all about fire safety and what to do in the case of an emergency. And then we're gonna leave through the back of the auditorium and go outside to see some real life fire trucks. All this is happening tomorrow, and we can't wait to see the people here. Well, I can't wait for Thursday to meet the firefighters, see their equipment and their trucks. And then the next day, Friday, is a half day of attendance for students and teachers. Now, I need to speak to your families real quick about dismissal time. Families, Friday is a half day, so if you're planning on picking your child up in the events entrance bus loop, be there by 11:30. We hope to have everybody in their cars by 11:45. Buses will leave around 11:45, so if your student is taking a bus home on Friday, you can expect them after that time. Thank you for your understanding. If you have any questions, please call the office. Also, friends, tomorrow is our first Principal Pals lunch. That's where teachers in your classroom nominated one student who showed the most growth, and they'll be invited into the conference room with me for a pizza lunch. Those students attending the lunch should have received an invitation earlier this week. And remember, if you didn't get nominated this month, all you need to do to get nominated next month is continue practicing kindness. And now it's time for my favorite part of the morning where I share a science experiment with you. And today's experiment is awesome because you are going to have the opportunity to win the materials needed to make this happen. Here, come with me. That's right. You have the opportunity today to win 3 things that you need to make an awesome science experiment at home. This is a classic, one that you've probably seen on YouTube, and you only need 3 things. You need a bottle of Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke. You need some hard candies called Mentos. And then this little apparatus here is super helpful if you have it. But to do this experiment, we need to go outside. So here's what you do. The first thing is you open up your Diet Pepsi. Then you need to take some Mentos out of the bottle, and we're gonna put them into this little apparatus here. Take a look. You stack them from the top and make sure it's all the way filled with these hard candies. Once you're done filling it with the Mentos, you screw the top back on and there's a little hole. Then you take this and you put it on top of your pop. And the very last thing you need to do is pull the trigger, run away, and watch what happens. I'm gonna stop the video right there because this experiment needs to be seen and experienced in person. And I'm going to give your class the opportunity to do that experiment with me sometime next week. Here's how it's gonna go down. Take a look at this box of crayons. I'm going to share a picture of it with all of your teachers. Then, as a class, I need you to study this picture in this box very carefully. Each class is going to submit one guess, and that guess is going to be a number of how many crayons you think are in this box. The classroom that guesses the number closest without going over is going to be able to do that science experiment with me. We'll film it and we'll put it on the announcements for next week. So ask your teachers to display the picture that I sent them, study it carefully, and put those submissions into me before the end of the week. And then we'll complete that very experiment in your class and we'll film it for the morning announcements. I hope you have a great week, and remember, above all, to be kind.